Hi, I'm Pastor Paul Kruger, the senior pastor at Our Savior Lutheran Church, and it is my delight and great honor to invite you to become a part of something really great that's going to be happening at our church for the next several months as we move ahead with a campaign called Living Our Mission.
The capital campaign is so important because Jesus' will for this community runs through Our Savior Lutheran Church. He knows that we are the people he can turn to and we will deliver.
As you all know, when the flood hit in 2011, as a church family, we decided that we were going to take part in helping this community. It's what Christ would do, as in mercy, he would step towards those in need. As a church, we put it all on the line to do that.
I remember Pastor Paul being involved in seeing a need to organize a lot of the faith-based groups and the community emergency response and relief teams into one entity to be efficient and to direct things where they needed to be. And that was the creation of the Hope Village.
I don't know that in 11 floods and 4 tornadoes and 1 hurricane that I worked in my 38 years of ministry that I've ever seen a group come together quite so easily or quite so creatively, but you are to be commended. And because of housing trailers and housing trucks coming in and out and gators and all of the equipment and all the supplies, we all know that your driveways and parking lot has taken quite a hit.
Now I think we're really turning our focus back on now what does the church need, what does our family need, and how do we continue to grow in the community. People are finally getting their lives settled again and are looking for ways to help.
Last September, I was diagnosed with lung cancer, and the church family rallied behind me. People weren't afraid to approach me and talk to me and pray for me.
Made many calls and got a lot of support and had to share difficult news of Barb's cancer. But part of what we knew we needed to do for ourselves was to talk to our church family as well. Our small group Bible study was incredibly supportive. They were there for us, and all of the pastors made themselves available to us and helped us through many difficult times.
I think it's wiser to extend ourselves a little bit and put ourselves out there and invite more people to come to Christ. And I think a great way to do that is to make the church larger, expand it so that we can share the love of God with the others in our community.
Our parking lot project, which was ready to go in June of 2011, went on hold. The building projects, as we were preparing to move ahead into the future, went on hold so we could serve people. As we have done so, helping more than 550 families get back into their homes, now it's our time. This has been who we are as a church family, a group of people who are willing to sacrifice and to give generously, whether it's our time, our talents, our abilities, our financial resources, to help people in need, to help people come to know the mercy of Jesus, and simply to serve Christ from our very hearts. And for me, over the last 20 years as your pastor, it has been my great joy to be with you as we do these great things together.
As we're learning, it's time for our church to keep growing, and we need everybody's help to do that. I hope that people will prayerfully consider stretching their limits a little bit and trusting God that supporting the church and its mission is the right thing to do.
Total cost for the 2014 parking lot project. The lights, sidewalk, landscape, pavement, etc. Room for 380 plus vehicles to accommodate members, guests, and future members, for a cost of $350,000. Total cost for the 2014 building updates. Redesigned entry space, updated bathrooms, fellowship hall, kitchen, and Sunday morning childcare area, for a cost of $400,000. For a combined cost of $750,000.
If you divide that by 400 families over a 3-year period, 36 months, that's only $52 a month per family.
As this capital campaign kicks off this year, I hope that you will all see how important you are in making Our Savior Lutheran Church a success. Again, there are so many areas that we can serve the community and our own families. And if each person takes a part in that, I think that we can make a huge difference and we can make all of these plans happening that you're hearing about.
You've experienced the need, you've seen the need, you've heard the plan, and you know that you want to see the next steps and the next things take place at Our Savior Lutheran Church. You've given so much. I mean, just think of everything that has happened in the last years and what you have sacrificed. The next steps will require the best of who we are. It's going to require you to stretch. It's going to require me to stretch. And yet know that when we are stretching, just as it happened during the 2011 flood, when God pulled everything from us to step into the future, that same stretching, God is going to use now to bring blessing. Blessing in our lives as a church family, but blessing in your life. I invite you to join with me to say, Lord, use me. Let me give generously. Use my gifts, my money, my opportunities, my time. Use my life for the future of this church family, but more so for the future of your kingdom in this place. Because we are God's people, here, now, living our mission.
Please consider your generous gift to the Living Our Mission Capital campaign.